Hello everybody, this is Tyler from DCustoms, and today we're going to be looking at my Nerf Thunderhawk mod. So this has been in the background of a few of my videos so far. I've been talking about it and now it's basically finished. I still have to do a few more things, which I'll talk about when I open this up. But yeah, this is, I think Make Test Battle did the video on this, so that's what made me want to do it, because it looked really sweet and I thought I had all the things to do it. So I did, I printed this out, which I'll talk about later. There was a problem with this. I mean, it wasn't with this, but I'll talk about that later. And yeah, well, this mod does have some, well, a little bit of shell cutting involved and stuff. It's a little bit more on the advanced side of things, I guess I would say. But it's not that bad. Like, if you have, you know, just free time every once in a while and just work on it, you'll get it done eventually. But yeah, there's on Thingiverse you could just look up things just like Nerf Mega mods, I guess, and this will come up, and then you can make it for yourself. It's not that bad. And you saw me firing it. It takes, like, I don't have a big enough 3D printer to print out the big. It could have a clip that shoots 3 darts at a time instead of just, you know, the 2, like this belt thing I have. But this is the only thing I could print out, because, you know, my printer's not the biggest, although I might build a bigger one. It depends on how well my Christmas goes, I guess. But yeah, it holds, the darts are pretty tight. I may sanded it so they can fit in easier, but it's still pretty tight and it gets a really great seal. I also printed a handful of these mega shells, which you saw in the beginning. They eject out of the side, which is pretty sweet. I took this to a Nerf one. I did that all the time. It was a lot of fun. I got a lot of people out with this thing. So yeah, I was waiting to do the review until I took it out, and I did a couple battles with this, and it works very well. So yeah, not much on the outside yet. I have not painted it or anything. I mean, obviously this has been taken off. It used to be much longer. I can't really get it all in frame and how much longer it would be, but it was a lot longer. And yeah, you can't notice too much what I did from the outside, I mean, except for that. But if you look closely, there is a metal bar in here, and a screw and more metal. So, yeah, that's just a quick preview of what's on the inside. So let's just open this up now. I'll show you what's on the inside. There go all the screws. So here's the inside. I haven't done too many mods to this side. I mean, I took out all the locks. I think I put in a 13 kilogram spring. Take off the AR, which in Mega Blaster is really easy. All you gotta do is take the plunger and usually just take a screwdriver and break it in half, and you can pull the entire thing out. And then you just use hot glue to fill up the dead space. It's really easy. If I ever get another Mega Blaster, I'll do a more in-depth video. At least some of these, like ones like this. I don't know if the ones that have the, you know, like Centurion. But, yeah, not many people like to mod the Centurion for good reason. It's pretty, I don't know. It's hard. You know what this is. Just look up the Centurion internals. It has like its own plunger system of itself. It's like reverse plunger. It's interesting. But yeah, back to the Thunderhawk. So yeah, not too many mods at this side. It gets decent performance. I haven't been able to chrono it because, you know, I use the chrono barrel to chrono my blasters, and this thing doesn't really fit. And plus, it's a shotgun, so it wouldn't really work. But yeah, here is the most modification I've done with the prime bar itself. So here, oh, there go all the screws. So yeah, it primes like that. Yeah, Make Test Battle has a very in-depth video on how to do this. So yeah, basically there's this bar here that engages with where the original prime bar used to be, right here. And there's a little 3D printer part right here that like is a brace for this thing to hold up against. And yeah, the screw goes through here. So so basically what you do to make this is you just buy. I didn't have one of these bars. I bought like the wrong thickness, so I just had to cut it down, which took forever with the tools I had. And the other one I did not have. I had to use a corner bracket, hammer it flat, and then cut it. It was a really it was a fun time. Let's just put it like that. It took forever, probably at least like 5 hours making this one part. Like maybe even more, maybe 10. I don't remember. I wasn't keeping track. But yeah, this thing had a lot of problems. This is like, I guess I don't know, I've opened this blaster probably 20 times trying to get it to work. See, the first problem that I ran into was that this would not prime back all the way. So I mean, I forced it and it worked, so I just kept doing that, but I'd have to like put it on the ground, like basically prime it like a crossbow in order to get it to work. And the prime forward was much harder than putting it backwards. So that was interesting. So I did that. I was thought, well, maybe if I keep doing it over and over again, eventually it will sort itself out, like, you know, slowly away. And I was doing it. I was doing homework. I was doing it like over for like on an hour straight. And then this thing broke. The original thing broke. So I reprinted it, so it's now super strong. Instead of 20% infill, it's 35. And instead of being printed at 210 degrees, it's at I printed at 235 degrees, so it's a lot stronger. Although I did not reprint the other one, which the other one, I think it'll do fine. If it breaks, then it'll reprint it stronger. But yeah, I didn't really film myself too many times, and I did film a little bit, but it's not the best, quality, so I won't show it. But yeah, that's basically inside. If you want to make this yourself, go check out Make Test Battle's channel. They have a really great video, and they can actually print out the big clip. They have a big enough printer, so that they can show you how that works. And yeah, so check out their channel if you want to see more of this mod and want to do it yourself. They have more in-depth like guide. This is just more of an overview. But yeah, that is the inside of this blaster. And it's actually, a lot of people don't like the Thunderhawk because it just has a lot of different screw sizes, and it's really annoying. But after you open it a few times, it's a really great modding platform because the way the catch works, it's really strong, and you don't need a new catch spring because it's just like it hooks onto there. This is the catch. It like literally like catches like, I don't know, like that, and it hooks onto the plunger tube. So you don't really need a new catch spring. Although putting it together apart, sometimes the catch is annoying. And the gearbox, it looks like it can handle a lot because the stock spring is stronger than K26. So I mean, yeah, it could handle it can handle a pretty tough spring load. But yeah, that is the internals for this. I hope one day Worker will sell a non-tapered plunger tube because this plunger tube is horrible. So if Worker ever sells one of those, I will definitely put it into another video on this Thunderhawk. But until then, that's about it for the inside of the Thunderhawk. And this just goes together like this. There's a little pin. Make sure this pin goes into this hole when you're putting it together, and just line everything up. Make sure this is pulled back. Whoops. There we go. Make sure everything's pulled back. And yeah, I won't put it together all the way. I'll show you all the other things I have made for it. As you guys already saw, you saw this clip for it. It holds 5 shots, 10 darts, 2 shots each, and they hit pretty hard, at least I've been told from the people I shot at with it. I also made a handful of these mega shells, which are really fun. I might try to make single shot shells that go super far, because it's just like how they eject, and it's really fun to use. So I made a handful of those. I also was rummaging around, and I found this really awesome sling attached to this one random bag. The cool part about the sling is there's like this kind of webbing thing, so I can take shells and stick them into it like that. I can hold about, I don't know, let's see, 2, for, let's see, like 8 shells in here. So I can just double my capacity and keep them all in here. It's a really sweet sling. I can just sling it over and then use all my other, my secondary and my, backup, which I'll show you. So I don't know if I said this in the last video, but my Night Finder, it's been broken a few times. I replaced the spring and fixed the catch, and not the catch, reinforced the plunger rod with a better screw. But I didn't have a spring for it because I used that sharp fire made for that person. I used the spring from the Night Finder, which was the original spring from this to for a new spring upgrade. So then I was at Ace Hardware and I was like, I wonder if they sell springs. And they do. So here is the Night Finder now. And I'll do a quick overview of this also. This won't be the entire thing, but I can hold darts in the bottom in the grip, which is, that's probably one of my favorite parts about it. But I guess, brass barreled it. But here's the thing, the spring load on this thing is insane. It's like, this probably hits harder than my long shot. It's like, it's insane. So just go to Ace Hardware, and they have really great springs. They're a little bit, I'll just show you, I have a little bit of it left. It's like $4 for, I think, 11 or maybe a foot of this. So this is what the spring looks like. And I'm going to try my hardest to compress it. And I cannot. It's really strong. It feels like, I have no idea, at least above 15 kilograms of draw. I mean, you know what I mean. And so yeah, that's about it. I've been working in the Vulcan more. It's having problems, it's not firing all the darts for some reason. It's just sometimes skips some, so I have to take a look at that. If anyone knows how to fix that, can you let me know down in the description. If you want to see more on the Thunderhawk, I can do that if I ever print out, more of these. There's also, Mega belts and Rival belts and Boomco belts, which I think they'll shoot 3. I might be wrong. But yeah, that is it for now. If you like this video, I think you know what to do. But if you want to keep seeing more videos, consider subscribing if you like this channel. And I will keep posting more. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, I guess. Or maybe not. Bye.